So I left a message on my Twitter, I left a message on my Facebook, apologizing about the lateness of this episode, but due to a list of unfortunate events, this is literally like take 5 of trying to record. There's computer issues, scheduling issues, all wrapped into a nice little mess past day. And now I'm behind. So, I'm sorry. My computer should not be having lagging issues with the RedPi engine. Let's just say that as one of the minor factors to the lateness of this episode. Carry on. Cue the sequence. Oh boy, I'm gassy. It's gonna be one of those recording sessions. And welcome back, I'm your host Sensei Pong, to another installment of Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. So last time, we had a nice little heart-to-heart with Shane. If my memory is correct, up on the rooftop, there was Shane. I'm trying to think of the song Up on the Rooftop. Anyways, let's carry on. I wanted to date Shane. Oh, snap. I need your help. Huh? After Shane finally opened up to me, I realized I wanted to be something more. Shane was carrying around some baggage. What with his ex-girlfriend, it seemed like he really cared about her. Maybe he still did. I shook my head roughly. No, it was not the time to be thinking about that. The point was, I wanted to take our relationship to the next level. And to do that, I needed help. I've been thinking again about doing something nice for Shane. Something to make up for all the times I've almost killed him. May put a hand on her hip. Too late, I realized I raised her hackles. You don't have to make up for anything, Hannah. Those were accidents. Accidents. I mean, yeah, but I'm not going to help you apologize for something that doesn't need apologizing for. I faltered. But I will help you to do something nice for Shane because you're a good person. Thanks, but actually I want to ask him on a date.
What?
You what? Say what, girl? Her voice veered in the highest pitches, suddenly transforming into a sonar. I was thinking about taking him on a picnic. Picnics are good dates, right? Bing! 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 That's supposed to be sonar. Are you kidding me? Picnics are the cutest thing! I watched this rom-com with Mimi last year, and a dude accidentally cheated on his wife with this other lady. And he was like, please baby, come on this picnic with me to right all my wrongs. And she was like, no, how dare you ask me like that? And then they broke up. This isn't good. This isn't advice. But, I didn't cheat on Shane.
Yeah!
Exactly, so then it'll work out. There's no one in this world that could be angry after a good picnic. Except for the lady in the movie. Yes. Alright, Hannah. Except for the lady in the movie. But, that's like 1 out of a probably billion picnics. I feel like you have been a billion picnics in the world. I didn't know you were close with Mimi either. Yeah, well, at one point. Oh. That's not important. You think it's a good idea, though? I'm not sure he's the picnic type. Oh, by the way. Anyways, that whole Mimi thing is actually possibly a bit sadder than we think, only because one of the podcasts I listen to is the Stuck Together podcast. It has the guy that does Rated S games, Jimmy Whetzel of Hidden Block, and Cara Wallstock, who's one of the helped develop this game. I believe she was one of the head writers. Anyways, point is, She does, the guy from Rated S Games, Todd, interviewed his co-host, Cara, for Asagao Academy. So, go check that out. Spoiler alert, though, I haven't heard the entire podcast because they started going to spoiler territory, so I was like, oh, no, can't listen to this until I'm done playing blind. So, that's how that goes. But go check them out. They're pretty good. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I think I've done a link to their podcast in the past with this Let's Play. I want to say I have. I don't remember. You think it's a good idea, though? I'm not sure he's the picnic type. I scoffed. Everyone's the picnic type at a picnic. She wrapped an arm around my shoulder, gesturing to the wide horizons in front of us. In reality, it was a blank wall, but to May, it was an endless plain of flowing grains and purple mountains. Pick the sunniest day next week, and nothing can go wrong. Well, that's the thing, though. I've never been on a picnic before, and I'm terrified I'll mess it up. Just like all the other times. Mai put her hand to her chin.
Wow.
You do have a knack for screwing up. It's so strange. You've been capable in almost every other route. Why is it just this one that you're... Route? What? That's a fourth wall joke right there. I'll assume she doesn't mess up so badly trying to go for the other guys.
Bingo.
Anyways, have no fear. May is here to help you. Some candies, drinks, music for the atmosphere. Wait, really?
No!
No, of course not. I mean, unless you're ready for that kind of picnic. Really, all you need is food and a blanket, pretty much. Food. I had to make more crumpets for Shane to choke on? Yes. Yes, we do. Oh, right. Grocery stores exist. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and opened up the weather app. Sunny. Sunny. Sunny for the next few weeks. Not a speck of rain. It wasn't as warm as it could be, but at least there was no rain.
Yay!
Great! This is gonna be really fun. I'm excited now.
Yahoo!
Are you? That's wonderful. Can you help me pack? I have to go practice, or I would. But I'll be back later to help you. Alright? Right. I waved and sprinted down the hall and set off for the dorm, heart soaring. Hope was one thing, it was feathers after all. Maybe Shane and I finally had a chance to have a good time. Yay! Mama, we're not a screw-up just yet. A few hours... Oh, that's sad, because your mom died. Wow, that was insensitive. That's okay, because it's a game. A few hours later, I was poring over my list for the picnic, a pile of miscellaneous objects in front of me. I had to prioritize economy. We'd be taking the basket across the field. I didn't want it to be too heavy, but I didn't want to miss anything either. Time to put that bocce ball set away, and the petanque balls, and the shot put, and the dumbbells. My last few attempts to do something nice for Shane had backfired horribly. I was not going to let this go wrong. No, it's fine, Jared. Hannah definitely won't mind. Huh?
Jared.
Jared.
Oh.
You seem busy. Don't mind me. I'm just, packing. Did Jared know anything about me and Shane? Did Mai tell him? Or did he agree with the other guys that we must secretly like each other? Even though I was currently preparing to ask Shane on a date, I didn't necessarily want Jared to know about my feelings. I focused on the basket, dropping a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yeah!
Jared's gonna hang out here for a bit. With all his sparkles. I really don't have to, though. I can find somewhere else to be. Jared stood in the doorway, watching me eagerly. I wasn't sure whether he wanted me to... I'm fine. Jared stood in the doorway, watching me eagerly. I wasn't sure whether he wanted me to let him in, or try to keep him out. No, it's fine, really. Oh, great. Jared shuffled into the room, Mai bouncing in after him. What's going on, though?
Well...
Satch is making an invention for the tournament, and it kind of exploded. 15 of the other students are injured. One of them is possibly dead. They were sent to the ER. But everything else other than that is fine. He just wanted me... he just didn't want me around. Too messed up. A money maker! Ha ha. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised you're not helping him clean up. Seems like something you would do. Jared tossed his hair, a small grin on his face. Oh, I definitely tried. Satch told me my delicate fingers were better put to use, serving along maidens of the school. Did he now? Plus, I don't know where all the gizmos go. He said I'd probably break it if I tried to help. That I believed. Alright, stay here as long as you like. Mai climbed up on her bed, winking at me as she passed. How on earth did she finagle for this to happen? She wasn't waiting outside his dorm for this, was she? She wasn't. Was she? Jared tiptoed around my pile on the floor and sat in May's desk chair.
Hey.
So, Hannah, you know the fashion show, right? I told you about it. Didn't I? Oh, of course. But if you hadn't, I would never have known. I mean, maybe you should have put up some posters or something. Seems like it would have been a good idea. Ha 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 ha. He laughed. The fight he and Paul had at the beginning of the year was apparently underwater under the bridge. I almost didn't remember it happened at all. They didn't hold against each other or anything. I knew that's how disagreements were supposed to work, but that didn't mean I wasn't amazed when it actually happened that way. You'll come, won't you? There's no way I'll feel comfortable on stage without my beloved nymph's eyes on me. Beloved nymphs? Was he talking about me? Yeah. Of course I'll come.
Nice.
Great. You two can go together. Jared beamed from me to May, and suddenly I realized that he probably wanted me there more for just my presence. Mai crawled out of the edge of her bed, peeking over the railing at me. So, what are you doing? Oh, you know, just packing for the picnic. Ooh, your date? I glanced quickly at Jared, who seemed suddenly very interested in what was happening. Have you asked him yet? I'm sure May! Could you double check that I have everything?
What?
What? Wait, haven't you asked him? No, I like to be prepared. May rolled her eyes. Understatement of the year. Is there a list then? Right here. Ah. Bump. I handed her my list, and May flipped off the top of the bed, nearly smacking Jared in the face. The regret was palpable. On toast. Jam, jelly. Don't worry, I always think, like, it's palpable, and I know what the word means. It's like, it's like if a situation is palpable, it's so thick you can almost, like, feel it physically. But anytime I think of the word palpable, I always imagine, like, toast and jam, like, jam or, like, butter being spread across toast. And no, this is not a Lord of the Rings reference. That's just the imagery I always get. Don't worry, Jared. It's only for a little while. You can pull through. I'm not sure what the point of that
Perfection.
little thought train was, but hopefully now that imagery can be stuck in your head as well when you hear the word palpable. Looks good to me. She handed the list back to me almost immediately. Did she even bother looking? I was trying to change the subject, but I did sincerely want to check things over. What if she missed something? It's fine as it is. Ask her to double check. Or ask Jared. Well, I'd feel awkward asking Jared. And I don't think she actually really looked it over, so I'm going to ask her to double check. As if you know my Let's Plays, better safe than sorry, I suppose. Actually, can you check again? Maybe a bit more thoroughly? I really don't want to mess this one up. First time not good enough? She said it jokingly, but I could tell she was a little irritated. Mai wasn't very good at hiding her true feelings. I darted a glance at Jared.
Well,
Well, if you don't want to. No, of course I'll check again. I was a little fast. Mai doubled over again, this time taking everything out of the basket and putting it back one by one. Not really in the same place, but who was keeping track?
Bingo.
Everything is here, Hannah. You did a good job, so don't worry too much about it. I just think about how you're going to ask him. That's the bigger challenge here. I'm really glad you're here to help me out. I'm kind of panicking. Looks like the word picnicking. I think that might be the title of this episode, Picnic Panic. It's a nice little clickbaity title. I've never been on a real date before. What about the flower festival? Right. The flower festival. I wasn't quite sure that counted, but...
I'll support you.
Well, no worries. We're your friends after all. You can always ask us for help. What? Hold up. Hello? I'm hearing Phantom Lucas. Jared's cell phone went off, and he gasped at it. Like it was the liquor of life. Oh, it's Satch. He says he's all done. Thank you so much for your gracious stay, ladies. But I must be on my way. But Jared, don't you want to stay? Starfish loves you! Jared was already out the door. Mai, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You have a date to prepare for. Right. If you say so. Sad. Mai and Jared. It didn't seem like they would ever date, but I hoped that one day they could at least be friends. Oh. Sad. Senpai don't note. Oh, snap, it's Chapter 4. Chapter 1? Either Chapter 1 was a lot longer than all the other chapters. I have no idea. Well, I suppose that counts down for, like, introductions. I spent hours packing and repacking the picnic bag, making sure I didn't forget anything and that it was as pretty as it could be. Now that everything was all set up, it was time to ask Shane. But, since that was all I needed to do, I found myself putting it off. I could wait until tomorrow's lunch after all. I stretched and stood, and it was a little early, but I could probably go to bed. My phone started vibrating, and I snatched it up. Having difficulty on page 112. Hold on. Having difficulty with page 112. Help me. I blinked at my phone. Shane? Oh. Asking for help? I started to type back, but was interrupted by another text. Please. Grinning, I sent my response. See you in class 20. I hoped. I hoped. I hopped off my bunk, throwing my books back into my bag. Mai groaned. Brains. How are you always so energetic? Are you seriously asking me that question? That was May's voice. Hold on. Oh, are you going to ask Shane now? Asking Shane. Now would be the perfect time. But suddenly, the prospect terrified me. And with that, I think that actually this is a pretty decent point to cut off. Only because it's almost Shane time. Did you know that? Anyways, yeah, my trains of thoughts always derail. So, wait until next time to see what happens here on Asagao Academy with Sunset Pond, Normal Boots Club. Will Shane shoot me down, or will we have our happily ever after? Here on Sunset Pond. Don't forget to like and subscribe.